So, as you can see, we are not in Cartoon Wars today because we're doing something kind of different. So yeah, I'm a tier list maker website. I made this like an hour ago. Took very long because I had to crop all these photos and then transfer it to the computer and all that stuff. And ignore these advertisements at the side. They are completely unnecessary, but it's there. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna be doing a tier list today of all the common units. So there are a few stuff I need to address before starting this. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. I just didn't know how to do it, or I was just lazy to do it, if that makes sense. Kinda because it takes a lot of effort. But yeah, I suddenly felt like doing it, so here we are. So yeah, as you can see, it's common units. However, I am excluding the units below the sniper, which are like the female units, the extremely rare ones, because those would like automatically go to like a higher tier, like S or A or something. So yeah, so I guess we can start. Oh yeah, also, so we have S, A, B, C, D, and E. So for the best of all time and the worst of all time, we're just gonna decide when we finish it. So basically, the peak of S will go to best of all time, and the lowest of E will go to the worst one. So let's start. I guess there's nothing else to say. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Swordsman. Oh, also keep in mind this is my opinion. I didn't really ask the community about this, so you guys can leave it in the comments or something. What you think about it. So anyway, let's start with the Swordsman. So this guy, he is decent. I really don't have much to say. I'm gonna put him in B, honestly. Uh, his attacks are pretty fast. Um, yeah, there's nothing much. He's just a good average unit. Nothing spectacular about him, but he's still pretty good. So yeah, he's going in B. Shield Soldier. All right. See, I would put this guy higher. Like I would put him in A or B, if his attack was higher and his knockback resist was higher too. See, because those two aspects of him are kind of low, so I'm afraid he's going in C. Like he can be a good tank unit, but I never really was interested in him. So yeah, he's C. Spearman. Okay, let's see. This is kind of the opposite as a shield soldier because I think he's pretty good in terms of attack. He has a very high attack, but his health is too low. So I would say he's more effective than a shield soldier, so he's gonna go in B. Berserker. Okay, I think this is a really good unit. Not the best, but he has decently high health, like higher than the average units. Um, his attack is good. His special skill is very strong for like uh common units at least. So yeah, it's going in A. There's so many. I didn't realize how much I actually have to do, but yeah, we're gonna get through them. Dual sword soldier. I don't know. Never really used this. Never really was interested in it. B, I guess. No, C. Yeah, C is C is basically like the average. There's nothing good, nothing bad about them. More to the bad side, but it's not too bad. Pistol. Ooh, okay, pistol. So I was gonna put him in like D or C, but then I remembered his special skill, which is like, as you all know, it's the huge, the shooting the huge orange bullets or something like that, which does a lot of damage. So for that, he's gonna go in the peak of B, above swordsman, right there. Now we have archer. Same thing. He is bad, but then his special skill is pretty decent, so he's gonna go here. Yeah, I'm also counting in the special skill aspect of these units. Javelin, I don't think he's that good. Yeah, honestly, he's a D for me. His attacks only hit like the front and they don't go through the enemies. And his health is low, and yeah, there's nothing really much there's not much positives to say about him. I guess he is kind of fast. He runs or something. I don't know. That's all. He's going in D. This guy, he's bad. Okay, he's bad. He's going D. There's nothing good about him. It's just his attack is weak, his health is low. At least he runs fast. I guess that's a good thing. but yeah, he's D too. Now, M16. This guy was like the longest the unit that I was my carry for the longest time. Like back when I started playing this game, I would just spam the M16 over and over again until they keep piling up, and then they end up just, beating the enemies. So if you can get a lot of the 1 stars, I think it's actually pretty good. But if we're talking about the highest stars, then yeah, he's on the bad side because his attack is low. That's the thing. But I'll put him in peak C. How about that? Actually, no, I'll put him in bottom B. Yeah, he deserves a B. He's pretty good. Bazooka sucks. No, don't go for him. Bottom of D. I don't have to explain. Even worse. Okay. Um, Fire Soldier. Yeah, this is another unit that has a pretty good special skill, but at normal attacks it's low. His special skill does attack the enemy's castle though, so that's good. Uh, maybe C or B or something like that. Not sure. I think I'll put him. Yeah, I think a C. He deserves a C. All right. Next unit we have the mage. So I'm not gonna compare him to the gunner units or the stronger ones or something. So if you're gonna talk about him, he's definitely on the higher side. His attacks are very strong, has a long range. His knockback resist is kind of bad, but his attacks kind of overpower that. So yeah, he's going at the top of A. This guy's bad. D. Nothing to talk about it. Okay, Shuriken Ninja. Might be controversial, but I don't like him. I know people might say, oh, like Gunner Ninja are strong, the frog, the special skill, all those stuff. But he, for the normal Shuriken Ninja compared to the other normal units, I don't think he's that good. His shurikens, he attacks way too rarely. His attack is way lower than the Gunner Ninjas, as so is his health. So he's going at mid D for me. Yeah, I think he deserves that. Okay, next we have the Envoy. I think that's how you call him. He is pretty good, honestly. Like if you're gonna put him like compare him to the common units, I'll give him an A. His attacks are very fast. No, actually, Mage is better than him. Yeah, his attacks are very fast, and yeah, that's about it. I guess his health is a bit low, but yeah, he's a very good like he's good for the early game when you're first starting and you want to get like a good 2 star or a good 3 star. Go for this guy. I'd recommend him for sure. This I still think he looks funny with the 7 star. Anyway, he, what, who even remembers this unit? Who uses him? Whatever. I don't know what to say about him. This guy, I would say he's on the bad side because he attacks pretty slow and his health is very low too. So yeah, he's going around here together with the bazooka and around there. Oh, Angel. I forgot this guy. How am I supposed to rank Angel? See, the thing is, Angel, they actually show his attack stats. It is just a fun fact, not really related to the tier list. He actually has attack, which is the same, like average of 7 star units, and I have no clue why. It's around like 800k or something like that. But obviously, we're gonna ignore that. Just gonna see how effective his healing is. He's pretty good for the early game. Another unit that's around there. So mm, B, I guess, low B. I wouldn't use him like when I started getting 4 stars and 5 stars. I didn't use him anymore because you needed to like spawn too many angels to heal your units. So yeah, it wasn't worth it. But still pretty good if you're starting the game. Ooh, this guy. I am tempted to put him in S, but his knockback resist is pretty bad. So yeah, his attack is good though. He has very strong attack. His health is high, but his knockback, so he keeps like going backwards because the enemies keep hitting him. Other than that, he's pretty good. This guy, I've heard he's a good unit. Yeah, I just heard it. I'm just gonna put him in B. I've used him before, solid unit. Not good, not that good, but not bad, so I'm gonna put him in B. This guy is horrible. Do not go for him at all. There's literally nothing good I can tell you about this unit. He is, yeah, by far the worst among these. Just please don't waste your time trying to go for him. This guy is also pretty bad, honestly, for me at least. But his attack is at least higher than some of these guys. So I'll put him at the top of D. Yeah. Whoa. Look at him. Of course, I screenshotted this at the moment when he was in action, kicking, right? So, uh, his he attacks very fast, and his knockback resist is pretty good. However, his attack, like the damage he does, is quite low. Honestly, like, uh, it's around the same as the Shuriken Ninja, I think, something like that. But he attacks fast though, so I'm gonna put him in C. He doesn't deserve a D, but definitely not higher. This guy, okay, so we all know the golem. We all know that his health is his strong point. He has, I think he's like in the top three maybe in like terms of common units if we're seeing their health. But he has one of the worst if not the worst uh what is it, knockback resist. He gets knocked back so easily by the enemies, which sometimes even doesn't even let him attack. So that kind of defeats the purpose of just him having health cause to just kill him, kill him, kill him. I guess you could use him for a tank, but yeah, I don't think he's a good attacking unit. So he has his pros and cons. He'll go C around here. Atlantis, yeah, I don't know. Meh unit. Here, don't ask me about some of these units. I don't have much experience with, so I'm just gonna place them wherever I feel like it's reasonable. But yeah, as I said, this isn't really accurate. It's just what I think based on my experience with the game. So yeah, this guy sucks. He's going in the E tier. This guy also sucks. He's going in E tier. Okay, this guy, he is good. Like, he's a very fast and a good, like, you need to stay at the back and like keep attacking. However, his health is low and he doesn't attack that fast. So he's good, but he's bad at the same time, so that means a C. Any average units will go like in the middle of C here, around there. Amante is good though. Amante is like A, I guess, A or B. He's basically like this guy, this stealth fighter, but a better version because he attacks way faster, right? So I think I'll give him a B, just because he would be in A if his health was like higher or something, you know. But yeah, it's not. Tank, I love him. He's going in S. He has high health. He he might actually be better than Sword Ninja. No, I think Sword Ninja is better. Okay. I know I didn't say anything about him, but I'll get to that later. But yeah, the tank is amazing. He stays behind. His health is like probably triple of this guy. His attacks are pretty decently good. So yeah, he's going in S. Trash D. Another trash D. This guy might be E actually. Nah, it's D. He, I don't know. Okay, at least these two. The reason why they're going in D is because they can attack like multiple units at once, right? They don't just attack the front unit only like this guy. The reason why he's higher is because his damage is more, I believe. But these guys, yeah, they have a bigger area of damage. I might put this above him actually. Okay, that's good. Ooh, cavalry. I like this guy. He is a good unit. Only problem, health. Attack good, speed good, knockback resist good. Only bad thing is health. So he'll go in the lower side of A. Yeah, he can be a pretty good unit for beginners. If you wanna try to get like a good 3 star or a 4 star, try going for him. Like for a front attacking unit, yeah, he's a good one. This guy, bad. I don't like him honestly. He's going in D. He seems like powerful, you know, because he's huge and all, but at the same time, his attacks are slow, and His movement speed is super slow. His special skill is pretty bad. So yeah, okay, I'll put him above this guy. Okay, happy for you, Cartoon Giant fans. If you like him because he's huge and all, whatever. He's in D for me. Yeah, don't even talk about that. Actually, yeah, he's worse than this guy by far. Ooh, another one, nice. Two E tiers in a row, amazing. Yeah, and we're going straight to S. This guy, he might go here. Actually, no, I think he's here. Yeah, I think he's above Sword Ninja. He is like the Sword Ninja, but better. And here's my reasoning. His speed is slightly slower because, as you know, the Ninja is the fastest unit. Or they are around the same speed, these two. But point is, his health is way higher. His health and attack is higher than this guy, and his special skill is pretty strong too. So he is probably like the best by far. If any beginners want to go for a fairly easy unit to get, not too rare, try going for him. Highly recommended. Okay. Only reason this guy is below him is because his health is very low. But yeah, that's his only downside. I don't even need to talk about these E tiers. If you've played the game like a decent amount, you already know what's wrong with them. And of course these are the first units that they give you in the game because they want you to suffer. That's how games are, right? So yeah. See, you might think this is an E tier, but he's actually going in D because sometimes his attacks can, like, if you pile up a lot of these goblins, they can um they can cause quite a bit of damage, to say the least. But yeah, health is low, and actually no, he's not that bad. He's going. How about here? Yeah, I changed my mind. He's better than Shuriken Ninja because he has very low mana cost, and his cooldown is extremely fast. So yeah, he's above the Shuriken Ninja for me. Another bad one. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it on bottom of D. He's fast and he attacks fast, but his attack and health is low, so that's a downside for him. But yeah, I guess the good thing is his speed is fast, so he can hold back the enemies for a while. While, like, let's say you send out this guy first, and then so you can send out like your stronger units, for example, like this guy, the envoy, for him to walk to the front, so that he can reach the enemies and then attack them at a place closer to the enemy's castle. This guy's bad. He's bad. Is he worse than the zombie? No, he's better than the zombie. But yeah, he's still E tier. I'm sorry. He's just that bad. His attack is low, and yeah, he can get killed easily. His health is low as well. This guy though, A tier. I love him. He's not as good because his knockback resist is pretty bad, but yeah, he's A tier for me. Yeah. The wizard. I actually don't know where to put this. Nah, actually I do. He's at the top of D. Yeah, not actually C. He can be pretty good, but his health is low. Like this is another one of those units that is good for the early game. Like as a beginner, you play, and then just send like 3-star out. He can be like if like your main spamming unit, let's say is the M16 or something, you can send this 3-star guy out, and he can be like a pretty good tank, and as an attacker at the front. So yeah, but in the late game, like when you got all your 7 stars and everything, I don't think he's good. So yeah, C tier. Machine Spider, I actually really like this unit. I used him quite a bit when I was starting the game. He was like the main long range unit who basically supported the M16s that I spammed. So I quite like him. He's going on top of B for me. Nothing too like fantastic about him, but yeah, he's pretty good for a common unit. I don't like it's nothing D. I whatever. Ooh, this guy. Okay. Despite what people think, they might think it's like, oh, as possibly the best of all time. I'm gonna put him in A. And reason why? His health. That's literally only why. He's probably gonna go here. His attack and special skill is awesome. Like fantastic. However, his health is like no better than the spearman or something like that, along the lines of that. He's very weak. He can be killed easily, but at the same time, his attack is very good. So yeah, he's going in A. Would put him in S if his health was like the tank or this guy or something like that. So yeah, A tier. This guy, I think he deserves A too. Yeah, he's going at the bottom of A. He is good. His attack is strong. His special skill is very. I think the main good thing about him is his special skill. However, his downside, I would say, is the knockback resist. Yeah, for me, he gets knocked back pretty easily, but his special skill is good. His attack and his health too. His health is pretty high, so that's good. So yeah, A tier. Yeah, this guy's bad. Actually, wait, no, no, no. He's bad if you don't awaken him. Yeah, like his special skill is pretty good in the in the common units, of course, but his normal attacks are pretty bad. So as I said in the beginning, I'm gonna include special skill. So for that, he's gonna go in the bottom of B. Not too. Nah, He's not that good. See, he's not that good, but yeah, he's decent. This guy. Oh yeah, interesting story about this guy. So when 6 stars were the highest grade, right? He would go in like probably peak A or bottom S because his special skill was like by far the best, possibly like top 3 or top 5. But then when 7 stars came, he kind of got weakened for some reason, and that like downgraded him all the way. So I'm sorry, but he's going like in the bottom of C. Yeah, he's meh, like a very normal unit. There's nothing good, nothing bad, so he's here. Like if it was the old one, he'll probably be here, honestly. Yeah, but then because of the new update, he's here. This guy, can I put him? He's good, but yeah, his weakness is the knockback resist. His health and his attack is pretty good. Long range unit, good. Like just keep him behind. Like maybe get 2 or 3 behind to support your front attackers. But he has bad knockback resist, so yeah, I think he'll go in B. I guess. Yeah, he deserves B. Also, it really disturbs me how this unit is put so towards the top of the guide. The fact that you can see my crystals and my green crystals, like couldn't you just put him in the center like these other ones? Yeah, it really disturbs me. Anyway, uh, yeah, okay. So, Dragon Fighter, a really good unit. I'm gonna put him in A. However, because of his um knockback resist, he's not as like he can get knocked back fairly easily. But other than that, his attack is super strong. Um, his health is very high. His speed is good. His special skill is one of the best in the common units. But yeah, he has bad knockback resist, so he's going in the top of A. This guy. Okay, let me explain. So in terms of like stats, right, everything, he would be in S. However, if we're gonna talk about like getting the unit and the accessibility, this guy is higher because he is rarer than him, and his mana cost is higher. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm quite sure it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's harder to get the unit compared to this guy. So he's like extremely close. He would be here if he was just like around same place in the guide as this guy is, but yeah, he's in the second best. And finally we have Sniper, the unit with the highest attack in the entire guide. I think the 7 star has like 6 million, I think. Yeah, 6 million or something along the lines of that. But his attacks are so slow. It takes like 3 or 4 seconds for him to attack once, and by the time that 3 seconds is over, the enemies can attack him. So although he has like really good attack, it's a D for me. It's a peak D, because there isn't really much you can use him effectively. So yeah. Okay, so that's it. So in conclusion, the best unit of all time for me is the Orc in terms of common units, and the worst is obviously Organism K because no one likes him. There is literally nothing good about this guy. Literally, and I mean it. His health is low, attack is slow, attack is low. He can be killed in like half a second. Probably even a 1 star can kill this 7 star guy. Unironically, I'm not even joking. That's how bad he is. Yeah, this guy is great, honestly. I know some people are probably gonna be angry. Sword Ninja put him in the best, but yeah, as I explained, his health is low. But yeah, he's still the S tier unit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm happy with this tier list. As I said, it is opinion based, so yeah, you guys can leave your ideas in the comments. I'll read them as I usually do. And another thing, this can be used as like a guide for beginners to see which units they want to go for. Like maybe they want to go for like the mage or something, and they want to avoid the laser cannon for like newcomers to the game, right? Who have no clue how are the ranking of these units. So yeah, this is what it is for me. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the first time I'm recording a video on my computer, so that's why it might sound a little weird or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Um, I might start uploading more if I feel like it, if I feel motivated. But yeah, I can't really guarantee. As you see, my last video was like what 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I think, or something, possibly more. But yeah, this is, if I'm being honest, this is probably one of, if not the most ambitious videos I've released because I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. A tier list of the common units. But yeah, I'm happy that I managed to get it done, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So if you have any video ideas, make sure to leave it in the comments and I shall read them. So yeah, that's all for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.